color as well. The radar software is really cool. How it can differentiate objects of different
So
size and velocity
appears
to
right
show us
now
that debris.
5 miles.
So a little bit, so maybe some fallout here, just northeast of Fulton. Waiting on the next scan here currently is 1012, 1011. So that is the next scan.
To
You can
the
see that
southwest
debris
of
ball move
Cassopolis.
northeast. I hear Joel.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
my bad. I got it.
okay. Joel is our chief meteorologist for MSC in Michigan, but somehow he is making a sneaky appearance in Indiana. Shout out to Joel, working hard up there for our Michigan followers.
So
So possible
appears
tornadoes
right
still
now.
there. So broad area of rotation still right directly over Argos, Indiana right now. State Road 10, US 31, moving northeast. This is going to come close to Bourbon and Tippecanoe, as well as Etna Green, Atwood, Indiana, right in here. You can see that area. In fact, let me, I don't see anything on debris tracker. I'm going to turn reflectivity back on. There you can see the kinks in the line here. All these little notches are little embedded mesovortices within the line. Mesovortice is just a fancy word for an area of spin along the leading edge of a line of storms, and that is what we're looking out here tonight. They form very quickly, and oftentimes mesovortices are very shallow. So you just have to pay really close attention to them, as they can spawn tornadoes underneath the radar and just very, very quickly. And that is something we are watching very, very closely. Up here northern Indiana, St. Joseph County, a very strong bow echo here. This was the what's left of the supercell that spawned a very strong tornado earlier this afternoon. PDS tornado warning earlier. It is now straight line wind at this point in time. See a really nice bow echo here from all of the North Liberty, and all these bright greens here are very strong straight line winds, perhaps up to 70 miles per hour. If that continues, we'll see a downstream warning here, likely for South Bend, Gilmore Park, Lakeview, and Wyatt. We'll just have to see if that's a baseline warning or a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. That'll be based on measured reports and radar indications as well. We'll have to watch trends there closely. Going back down south towards the line, I don't want to leave anybody out. The good news is on the southern flank of the line, these storms are weakening. Severe thunderstorm warnings south of I-70 may be far and few between. Hopefully. This outflow boundary is pushing away from the storms. That's rain cooled air, and that's going to choke these storms off. Any tail end Charlies here may be training showers and thunderstorms on the southern end of this system. These showers and thunderstorms may move over the same area again and again. More of a flood risk starting to develop here from Decatur, Illinois to Terre Haute, Indiana. Something we're going to have to watch for. Greatest tornado threat north of I-70 here this evening through the remainder of the night. And this line is moving very quickly at about 60 miles per hour. These M sign of storms are known to move very, very fast. And it's starting to pick up speed. A very nice hook echo here north of Sheridan, Indiana. Kind of on the Tipton County line here is where this area of rotation is. Kokomo, Indiana, the worst of the straight line winds should be over you and should be passing you right now. Area broad rotation just south of Sharpsville, Indiana. See a little bit of a notch there. More defined mesovortice right here. See a really nice hook echo on radar. In fact, I'm going to turn on our debris tracker here just to make sure I don't see anything on the ground. I don't see anything there. That's good news. This is just clutter up here north of Kempton. The main line is ahead of that, so that is good news there. Coming back up here to northern Indiana near Marshall. Actually, we have TDS. Possible tornado on the ground just northeast of Argos, Indiana. Matches up really well. That's the northern mesovortice here. Likely tornado on the ground moving towards Bourbon, Indiana. If I play that back, it just touched down on the latest scan there. The latest couplet here, if I draw it, let me draw it out here. So this is right in here. You can see that couples really well with your mesovortice. Likely tornado on the ground moving towards Bourbon, Indiana, just north of State Road 10 east of US 31. Tornado is on the ground causing some damage. Go ahead, Ryan.
Thank you. I am muted again. I'm just gonna leave that on, and background noise can stay in. Tornado on the ground here, just north of Argos, heading up toward Bourbon, 15th Road, 14th Road, crossroad of Juniper Road. This is heading up northeast toward Bourbon. So if you're in Bourbon, if this is indeed a tornado, it is likely heading directly into Bourbon. Got that cam, Caleb?
I do. It's pulled up right now, and I would consider this a tornado personally. I would treat it as such. It matches up really well with that mesovortice. It may be clutter, but I would treat it as such just due to how well it correlates and how fast these spin up tornadoes can occur. This is our live Bourbon, Indiana camera. Courtesy of Bourbon Autonomous Yard Equipment in Bourbon, Indiana. Shout out to them for sponsoring this weather camera. If you're interested in sponsoring a weather camera, feel free to reach out to us. We are looking west here. Look at the amount of lightning that this storm has. These storms are just electric tonight. There's really no other way to put it. And if we were to see this tornado coming, it's like one, we're probably not going to see it coming. It's rain wrapped. A lot of these spin up tornadoes along the leading edge are rain wrapped. You don't see these coming. One is dark for two, but we are looking west here. So I believe the area of interest is just beyond the trees on the left, if I'm knowing the location here, Ryan, correctly. It would be just to the west and a little bit south of this camera, I think. Kind of behind those tall trees. You can see the rain moving in now, blowing sideways a little bit. You can see the trees really starting to blow now as the gust front is coming through.
Sideways rain.
Yeah, and that CC does continue as it's heading towards Bourbon. As just west of Bourbon, the CC does continue.
It's hard to depict there.
It is, but it does move. It's very small, but it does move with that mesovortice. So something to note.
New severe coming in for Grant, Huntington, Miami, Wabash. 60-mile-per-hour winds is your hazard for those counties.
Also has a tornado possible tag within that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I
An
mean,
incredible amount of lightning.
Yeah, that looks to be a tornado. It's gonna cross over into Bourbon. That's a lot of wind there. Holy cow! What is on the right side?
I see it there.
Holy cow!
This camera is getting rocked right now.
Holy cow!
Hopefully we don't lose power here for this camera. I think it's just like a street light or something kind of illuminating the rain moving in there on the right side. There behind that small tree.
That is intense.
This is a very intense line of storms moving into Bourbon, Indiana.
Yeah, this means business. Who was that?
I don't know who that was.
Clayton, power flashes in South Bend.
Yeah, likely in the form of straight line winds. There's a really nice pocket of straight line winds moving into town.
Yeah, these winds in Bourbon are probably
right at it. You can see them illuminating.
Turn radio off.
these winds here. There's your considerable
A new
warning.
considerable severe thunderstorm warning
The
has
good
been
news
issued.
though on the Bourbon cell, the CC is gone in the latest scan there.
Yes.
I
Yep.
do
But there's a
wanna
nice
take-
pocket southwest of Bourbon, close to 70 miles per hour, Ryan.
I think we're getting that here in the camera. At very least 50 to 60 at very least here, if not over 60. Also, the South Bend downtown, you should be in your safe place as well. We have considerable winds, upwards of 70 miles per hour, moving into that area with that new warning that just came in. So, if you're over there in the South Bend area, please take shelter.
Yeah, and there's actually a new mesovortice, Ryan, just east of Bourbon. It actually likely passed over this camera. We just couldn't tell. But that mesovortice continues. There's just no debris associated with it at this point in time. But that notch does continue, and it looked to go directly over Bourbon. So if they're, that's a good example. Visibility just drops immensely when this line moves over, and if a tornado was there, you're just not going to see it. You need to already be in your safe place here. But look at the trees and just being whipped as this line moves through Bourbon.
Take back your radar here, Caleb. Or I can take back mine, either way.
So yeah, I got mine pulled up here.
F11 for me.
Let me just hang on, taking my drawing tool off. There we go. So there we go. So that mesovortice does still continue. A little bit of a notch there, just came directly over Bourbon, likely over the camera that you saw there. Very strong straight line winds impacting our Bourbon weather camera there. Strong straight line winds coming into the Bremen area as well. Maybe a little bit of a notch right there. More straight line winds right in that area as well. Very strong straight line winds. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for St. Joseph County. Winds up to 70 miles per hour. It also includes Elkhart County, Granger, Elkhart, Goshen,